This is really The Fighter and the Kid.
Come on, baby. Oh, ha ha, you fucker.
Wiener's
He just
out.
poked my wiener.
Your wiener is out.
And speaking of wieners, I'm very excited because I don't know if you guys know who Frank Grillo is, but Frank is an actor.
Movie star,
people would say. And
He looks like one,
it's
doesn't
super modest. And he looks very European. I don't know if you guys know, but he played in a movie called Lamborghini. That is his real hair. He doesn't dye his hair, ladies and gentlemen. And he's a year older than me. So everybody calm down.
Look at his pants.
No, he's doing well. The kid's doing well. And those are not his real teeth, though. They actually come out. They come out. Yeah, there it is. They come out. And then a kid I've known since he was, a while. Yeah. Remy Grillo, his son, who just did a movie that Frank starred in, or was in. Starred in. How about talking in the mic there?
Yeah, starred in. Yeah, no, Remy Grillo, who
fix that mic so it's like
just directed his first feature film.
And you wrote it too, Remy?
No, I did not write it. No, I met a guy in the gym and he had written the script. And
story's too long. What's the story about?
Oh, it's called The Resurrection of Charles Manson, and it follows it's basically about if the surviving members of the Manson cult family if they were active today, and they're trying to bring him back to life, bring his essence back to life in the perfect Aryan body.
That's pretty cool. In the perfect Aryan body?
Yeah.
You gotta make him Nazi.
Well, you watch all he talks about.
I'm the perfect Aryan.
Are you the guy that they're trying to bring back?
I'm an Italian Catholic immigrant. Isn't that what Aryans love?
Yes. Wait, now he has his black belt in all things Charles Manson.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
it's a weird phenomenon.
Ben and Chop knows a lot about Charles Manson.
My master's degree in Charles Manson.
Why?
Tried being part of the family, but it's
You tried being part of the Manson
dude,
family?
the fees to get in are so
high fees.
So high. So it's just not in the budget this year.
Really?
But I'm hoping I can get in.
Somebody told me he never actually ever killed anybody.
Never.
No,
that's why
never.
They kept him alive for they couldn't do it.
That's why when they label him a serial killer, it doesn't really make sense.
No.
He's more of a cult leader, you could say, because he had the family do the business. It's Tex Watson was the real
he didn't fit into the regular kind of stereotype of what a serial killer was.
He was also 5'2".
He was
only 5'2".
He's only 5'2".
But he was a very
Charming.
charismatic man.
Charming.
I mean, he almost charmed Brian Wilson out of the Beach Boys catalog.
I mean, he lived with him.
Yeah,
he lived with him.
Dennis.
The Beach Boys. Yeah. So to that point, so they took some. He wanted to be a musician, right?
Yeah.
He would record at Universal. They gave him studio time. Then with the Beach Boys, they took some of his lyrics. That's what pissed him off.
That's right.
So he wrote songs for him. They took his lyrics, didn't give him credit. He was like, "Oh hell no!"
By the way, go to Spotify, punch in Charles Manson.
We have his music in the movie.
I heard one of his songs. It's not bad.
So I would.
It's not
terrible.
terrible.
It's not terrible.
He's better than I am.
The rabbit hole of him, and it was good music.
It's not bad.
There is a Beach Boys song that he co-wrote with Dennis.
It's very folksy.
Wow.
Yeah,
it's very like
of the times.
Yeah.
Like it was a lot of drugs. Now, are you familiar with Operation Paperclip and all that stuff? Like, have you read Chaos?
I didn't get to Chaos. No,
that's going to change your perspective a little bit on it. Then when you read like the family, and it is weird how he was on probation all the time, and then he was able to travel and like you look into it like. He was in Spawn Ranch. He would do all this illegal stuff, and people were like, "Dude, go get the guy." And they're like, "We can't." Like, well, why not? Like, that's all we can say. We can't.
Wait. I have a question about this. Is it true that the CIA, he was part of the MK Ultra experiments where they were working on what psychedelics do to people, and he was one of the volunteers, or
the whole family was in Haight-Ashbury. They'd go in and do crazy LSD and acid nonstop.
And you could see the change with him, like because you watch all the interviews when he first gets in, like the Todd Snyder interview, like he's kind of profound in what he's saying and he's well put together, and then you see him when he's got the swastika and his hairline's like all the way back here. He's lost it.
But he also, like, you look at his childhood, like, horrible.
Yes.
Oh my God. His mom sold him for a pitcher of beer.
Yeah.
His dad just left him. His mom was young. He was in jail at 13.
She was a prostitute.
Yeah, he was raped in there, and so he learned to like fight in there like for his life.
Yeah.
So he had like horrible childhood.
Yeah, he grew up in what he called the hallways of always.
But then in prison, most of his life into his like mid-20s was all through the prison system. But he learned everything from there.
Well, any of these juvenile detention schools, any of these psychiatric schools. I don't know if you saw the Paris Hilton fucking. To me, there's something very wrong with her. Always was. I think she's an actual robot. But she went to this school. She went to this school where her parents had people come into the house because she was such a problem.
No, brother, I'm going to cut you off.
Yeah, please.
Elizabeth Gilpin, who we know very well, who's a great friend, she wrote a book.
She was in that.
She just wrote a book about this.
Is this the school in Utah?
Yes. And she exposed the school.
In Provo, Utah.
Yeah.
Because there's so many lawsuits. There was physical, mental, emotional, sexual abuse. Nobody was watching this.
And Paris was there for how long?
For 11 months.
So this book is called Stolen. Elizabeth Gilpin wrote it, and Paris Hilton was in the school with her.
There you go.
And their parents come. It's a therapeutic school, and they come and grab them out of their beds at night and put them in a van, and they take them and they do things. Their therapies were
solitary confinement.
I mean, they were mind blowing what they were doing to children.
But why would they do that to Paris Hilton? Was she that bad of a kid?
Yes. Well, or she was uncontrollable to their rich white parents.
Yeah. So they do something.
You can see with her though, if you watch that documentary, something's going on with her.
Have you seen her in person?
She spent 16 hours on her phone without a break, taking selfies. She never is not doing this.
I do that.
16 hours. Still, at this, she's 42.
Have you ever seen her in person?
I have.
Jesus. I mean, doing something right. Doing something
You think so?
In
Not my type.
Me neither. You know me.
Very skinny, very skinny. Yeah.
Dude. When I worked for E, I do the Oscars, Grammys.
Yeah.
She came through. I'm like, who is that?
Oh, she's a beautiful woman.
So pretty.
Her face is very
in person,
beautiful.
or she's so pretty.
She glows.
I was like, oh, I get it. I finally get it.
She's a product of
the times,
school and her environment.
Yeah.
So are you saying she's like Charles Manson, bro?
I've never seen anything like it. If you watch the documentary, I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen anybody that completely detached, including by the way she talks. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, they beat these kids.
But no, I think she was that way before. I think she had a personality that was, but some people are so pathologically narcissistic. I mean, it's just a condition.
And you know what's interesting about Paris Hilton too? Her assistant was Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
You can
That's
see
how
that
Kim got famous, because they would bring her on the red carpet and she'd be like holding her purse. She was her stylist, and all the black guys like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
she was the first one to do the selfie. She was the first one. They said, "How do you
She
feel about
created
13-year-old
There would
girls?"
be no Kim
No
Kardashian or the Kardashians
No, not at all.
without Paris
Right.
Hilton. Yeah.
but back to
Interesting how we segued from Charles Manson to Paris
that,
Hilton.
Yeah.
because that school and the treatment. But back to Manson, the whole thing's interesting, because if they would have he just wanted to be famous. If they would just give him a record deal,
Right.
like if Hitler would have got his art degree,
If he had got into the
it saves millions of lives. Just give him the goddamn art degree.
Get him in. Let him in.
Manson, let him do his shit.
Yeah. And not bad. not bad music.
What
Not that
He
You're-
was like John Mayer, but it's not
No,
awful.
no.
But
it
Frank,
fits that
somebody
time.
said for you guys too, because you're about to release this movie. Somebody, my buddy Tony said he loved Hollywood. He loved the old Hollywood, and he was driving up here. He's 62 now, and he goes, "Man, Hollywood's dead." What do you think of that statement?
Well, it's so funny because I just came from a meeting. I was at Lionsgate, and we had the executives and we had this discussion, and about the movie star is dead.
Yeah.
Which means Hollywood is kind of dead, because when we were younger, it was a Tom Cruise movie was coming out, or a
Arnold
Steve McQueen movie,
Schwarzenegger,
or an Arnold Schwarzenegger,
Sylvester
or a Stallone
Stallone,
movie
Harrison
was coming out.
Ford.
I mean, if you want to really think about, do we go to the movies to go see the movie star or the spectacle of the movie?
Spectacle now.
We go to the spectacle of the movie. The other day we went to see Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
I love Paul Rudd. I think
Me too.
he's
I love him.
he's a
Brilliant.
brilliant talent. It was a horrific movie. It was terrible. It was terrible.
I would never see it.
It was
Yeah.
terrible. And great actors are in the movie. Jonathan Majors, who's playing a very serious role, and then Paul is playing a not serious role, and it just didn't vibe. It was like they just wanted to get it
Two
out
different
there.
movies. Yeah.
People will go see it, but
Yeah.
it's the spectacle of that thing, and I think it's hurt the movie business.
But that's the problem, right, Frank? Like when I was a kid, it was like Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Chuck Norris, Steven Seagal. Like
Before that, it was Burt Reynolds,
dude,
and
like Paul
Charles
Newman,
Manson,
like real
Charles
dudes.
Bronson.
Charles Manson. that was my hero as a kid.
Charles Bronson.
But look at the way society is, right? Like it's like the white male, like that alpha, toxic. But as a kid, my heroes were those guys.
Those guys weren't toxic.
Now,
Those
like
guys
my
took
kids,
care of business.
Yeah, like my
And
kids
they protected people.
But like my kids, who do they look up to? Name one fucking guy. The Rock.
Yeah.
Who are they going to look up to?
It's true.
No.
Frank Grillo?
No.
Yeah.
Jason Momoa? Name the guy who's out there who's like girls, fast cars, lifting weights, being in shape. You know, it's like no.
No, we live in a time where guys like who were great actors, like Ryan Gosling, for instance, but he's a very polished guy, right? He is a very specific thing. He's almost untouchable.
You put some rouge on him.
And almost unrelatable as a guy. As a movie star, he's amazing.
So I've always said this. So one of the things I like about when you're playing a criminal is I believe you. I believe that you have that in your mind. I believe if somebody had steered you in the wrong direction, you would have been, you know.
Are you talking about Frank?
Yes.
Okay.
Like Frank could kill a man pretty easily. Like just give him, like if you push him a little bit to the left, it's not a problem.
If he lost everything?
Yeah, but then you have guys like Ryan Gosling, whoever might be playing bad guys, even Brad Pitt, who I think is awesome, but when he plays a bad guy, I don't buy it. I'm like, you don't think that way.
They really don't go down that way.
No, he's
like Tom Hanks couldn't play a bad guy.
No.
But
nor should he, nor does he have to. Nor you know what I mean?
No, he's Woody.
Yeah, he's Woody. He's
Forrest Gump.
But it's an interesting time in the movie business for that exact reason. And you know, look, COVID did a number. COVID did a number on the movie business.
Yeah.
Where you know, it used to be there were movies like oh my gosh, like Kramer versus Kramer.
Yeah.
Right. A straight up drama about divorce was the #1 movie in the country when it came
won
out.
Oscars.
You couldn't make that movie today.
Never.
Well, think about.
But why? Why can't you make that shit?
Who's going to see it? My friend Colin Farrell was nominated for an Oscar finally for the Banshees movie with that Martin McDonagh.
Yeah.
Phenomenal movie. He should win the Oscar. He should win the Oscar.
Well, Brendan Fraser makes a difference.
Well, one of them should win the Oscar. But if you ask how many people saw The Whale
6
or Banshees,
about 6
not
people.
many people have seen the film.
I'm one of the 6.
That's so weird to me. You know why I say that's weird? Because Jordan Peterson has these insanely intellectual conversations, say on Rogan. It gets millions of views. He does a lecture on the Bible and it gets 4 million views a lecture. So although that's only 4 million, that doesn't make your movie, does it? That doesn't make your fucking movie.
No.
That's not going to pay for your
Here's
movie.
the other deal.
I just thought of that.
You know, you got companies like AMC who are raising the prices of.
Well, they just added the ticket tiers
of their tickets.
Oh,
right?
shit.
Yeah.
And so now, if I want to take my kids to the movies, I'm spending $300 somehow.
Yeah, I went to the movies because it's the reclining, get food. I'm talking just in food is $100. Tickets were $26 each. So
Parking.
for me, family, you look at $200-$300.
That's not
Go to the
sustainable.
movies.
Who can afford
the
that?
Movies, the movies
or
were,
you spend $20, you buy Top Gun Maverick and you got it at the house.
Yeah. By the way, Tom Cruise still the biggest movie star in the world.
Still at 6.
I'd say him, Leonardo DiCaprio.
That's it.
Another conversation.
Tom Hanks.
Nah.
No?
No way.
George Clooney?
No.
Gay.
George
right?
Hey, don't say that. I'm just talking. It's funny how guys go from
movie star, obviously
Tom
movie
Hanks.
star, but not that people aren't going to see it.
But that's the problem, Frank, is like if you look at how many people go in the movies and then you look at the pandemic hurt it, but you look at the quality of the movies and what they're putting out, like they can't make super bad, right?
No.
So we say they can't. Okay, but whatever agenda you guys are pushing now, like that movie Bros that ate all the dick, literally ate all the dick. It's like, well, why not go back to what you were doing? There's clearly a fan base for it. The kids aren't. Where are the kids going to get it, or where is the society going to get that kind of influence or that kind of entertainment? If Hollywood's not going to give it, so you look at Andrew Tate's of the world, you look at Jordan Peterson's, Rogan. Why are they so big?
Yeah, look,
what are they preaching?
TikTokers are becoming the movie stars of today. Like and it's. You can't blame the entire country for not wanting to go see Bros. And I don't know, you can't blame it on because there's 2 gay guys.
That was a bad movie.
It's a bad movie.
Look at Bridesmaids. Bridesmaids was all women. One of my favorite movies of all time.
By the way, Brokeback Mountain, I think, did really well.
I saw Brokeback Mountain 3 times in the movie theater because it was
You're gay.
I am gay.
That movie's so good.
You're also
I'm as gay as I'm not gay. But
I watch that movie whenever it's on TV.
It's amazing. They're both amazing in the movie, and I couldn't stop watching it. I didn't care about.
I wanted
them being
more.
Gay.
I wanted more. I wanted behind the scenes.
So you can't say, oh, nobody went to see Bros because of the gay subject matter. I'm like, no, I started to watch it. It wasn't good.
Yes.
That's right.
I didn't like the movie.
Yeah.
But then they blame it on that, like, oh, America's homophobic. It's like, no, we're not.
So
if it's a good movie,
let's separate us more.
Like The Rock and Be Cool played a gay man. He was phenomenal.
I played a gay guy in a movie called Ida Red, a small movie with me and Josh Hartnett and Melissa Leo.
Did you have to kiss him?
Dude, that's a dark movie. You play a dark motherfucker.
Yeah, I play a gay gangster.
Oh,
What's
yeah.
cooler than that?
Oh, yeah.
Wearing fishnets and I was like,
Dude, have you seen that scene? Hey, he plays we can't play it. Look at him right there. He dances.
Yeah, right there.
Before he kills somebody.
Did you have to make out with him?
Look at him.
I loved killing women. Yeah, that was a little girl I shot. No, but
after he dances, it's so sick.
It's make a good movie. It doesn't. People will watch it. People go make a good movie.
But I'm telling you, somebody in Hollywood, one of the networks, West Lionsgate or whoever, is going to take that risk. Go, hey, let's go back to the old formula. Give the guys and the real Americans what they want. It's going to blow the fuck up and change the business.
I think it's going to happen soon because I feel like people are getting tired of even Marvel movies are starting to just have such a slowdown.
Yeah, they're feeling.
Well, Black Adam, this Ant movie,
Black Adam was
took
terrible.
an L.
Yeah. At the end of the day,
Black Adam did really well.
Listen,
it was so bad.
No, so bad.
Yeah,
it was like 3 hours of slow mo.
Yeah.
It was bad.
Oh, it was so bad.
It took a hit.
I thought it crushed.
Stupid,
No, they lost 100 million.
Stupid.
I don't know anything.
Yeah.
You don't know. Don't act like you know. Oh, what? Hey.
Is that good?
Hey, you apologize right now, huh? Because you're stupid.
No. Just
$393 million.
$160 million in the United States and Canada, and $248.
And the movie talks $380 million
so
to
you
make.
got to figure that's a movie.
$380 million to make, Bree.
Yeah.
Yeah, so around 300 million.
Cost $80 million.
No. So the overall budget is around $300 million.
Yeah. Is that dollars though?
Yes.
Is that dollars? Do you have fun though?
Stupid. Hey, Rock. I know it sucks. You have fun though? Fun time on set, right? That's all that counts.
Well, isn't it funny though, man?
Did you have a good experience?
It's like everybody misses, swings and misses.
Everyone misses. I mean, listen, fighters lose. People, movie stars have movies that don't work. It's not their fault.
Did you watch the Makachev Orlovsky fight?
I did.
Who's Orlovsky?
Not Orlovsky. Volkanovski.
Dude,
Volkanovski.
I want to die.
I know
Frank.
it's so long that I know.
Volkanovski.
No, I'm glad you went with it. I can't have that.
Yes, I think
in my business, I can't have that.
Hold on, what did you
think?
That was a great fight.
I think Volkanovski may have won that.
I was high on shrooms and drunk on weed drunk on whiskey. I thought he won. I still do. I watched it again sober.
I think he may have won. I don't drink, but I think he may have won. Oh, you want to talk about that? 62 days. I don't know.
No. I was just wondering. Because you were talking about fighting. I like to when I go, choom, choom,
you see how we just went from Manson to Paris Hilton to the movie business.
Welcome to Fire and the Kid.
Welcome to Fire and the Kid.
Yeah. Isn't that great?
Guys, if you've been in a car accident, and most of you have.
Oh, we all have. We've all been in an accident. Injured, you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, but you can now because Morgan & Morgan, the largest law firm with over 100 offices nationwide and more than 800 lawyers, you can file a claim from your couch in 8 steps using your phone. They've recovered over $15 billion for their clients, and you're not suing the person, you're suing the company.
Yeah, so but do you have to pay them up front?
No, it's free unless you win. So that there are no fees. You can just file a claim and see what's going on. But I hear they're running a promo. I hear you can go to the UFC.
Yeah,
can you
dude.
Talk about that a little
big
bit?
UFC. Morgan & Morgan fights for the people and not for the powerful. That's why they are giving away 2 tickets to UFC 285. John Jones, Cyril Gahn, UFC 285 in Vegas. All right? That's right. They will be sending a lucky winner and a guest to Las Vegas to watch UFC 285 live.
And learn more about how to enter the contest, just go to morganufc.com/fighter. That's morganufc.com/fighter to win 2 tickets to UFC 285. No purchase necessary. Sweepstakes ends on February 21st, 2023. Open to residents in 48 U.S. and D.C. states. Ages 18 and older. Void where prohibited. For official rules, visit morganufc.com. Hey, very quickly, I keep getting DMs about, you guys are asking me all kinds of questions about what kind of flip-flops you should get, how much they are with Toehold. I love that company, but I am no longer with the company.
So who should they go to, B, instead of you?
Go to shoptoehold.com.
You're not customer service.
I'm not customer service. People keep asking me, hey, I got these, which flip-flops should I get? I stand behind that company 100%. I am no longer with the company. They bought me out of my shares because basically I just didn't have time to devote to it. They're going that direction, and I'm just too busy.
Did you have fun?
I had fun.
You had fun?
I had fun.
You had fun
great
being in the sandal business?
Still a great company.
But now you got to get out. It's not for you.
Well, I did my thing, made my money, had a great time, have a great relationship with the founder and everything else.
Did you have fun?
I had some fun.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, didn't have time. So I am, so don't stop asking me questions about flip-flops. But I'm going to post a great video of Brian Shaw trying to pull a pair apart just to show you how good they are.
Look forward to that.
Yes, I'm still a huge fan, and I wear them every day.
Let's get back to the show.
Let's get back to the show. Welcome to ADHD.
Hey, did you have to interview anybody, any of the Manson family? Because they're still in prison. Like Newsom won't let them out. I mean, real.
No, we didn't interview. You know, the movie doesn't really touch too much on. It was really fabricated, the kind of the existence of what the cult family was, and it focuses mainly on this couple that's going out into the desert and kind of gets trapped by this family.
Did you have to go to Spawn Ranch at all?
No.
Have you ever been there?
No, I haven't.
I crawled into the where they take the pictures.
What is going on?
I have problems, Frank.
What is your deal with this?
What is?
here,
I'll give you the whole
fascination with Charles Manson.
Couldn't tell you. I don't know. I'm like, it's that time period. I love that.
It's not that he killed.
No, it's
people.
him. It's him. Because
No, it's him.
you go down the rabbit hole of watching him, and there's something really charming and interesting about him.
I just find it fascinating. Like this guy, he didn't have much. He talked these girls, and he looked like shit. But he's 5'2", right? Small dick
On a
energy.
good day.
So he talks about like how he convinced these girls to follow him, guys to follow him. He
won't be able
convinces
to
this
find
guy with
anything.
Spawn Ranch to live there. He talked this other guy. He took his daughter when she was 14. He's like, what the fuck? Comes to beat him up. He charms him. He joins the family. He charmed the guy from the Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Like he's doing and he lived at his house.
Yeah.
It's nuts,
They
dude.
almost recorded his song. It was close.
This close.
They were that close.
They almost gave him a record deal.
And then the other members around him said, "You got to get away from him.
Yeah.
You got to get away from
They
him."
hated him.
Well,
and then
that's-
Sharon Tate was an accident.
and they were right.
They thought somebody else was staying there. He fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
That was an accident.
What do you mean?
I think
He
they thought
didn't
it
mean
was
to kill
Dennis
Sharon
Wilson's.
Tate. It's what he thought. Dennis Wilson. No, he thought. What's the producer who turned him down?
Oh.
They thought he lived there, which he used to.
It was
but
his
he
own
rented
house.
the house.
He rented the
Yeah,
house.
he rented
So
the
he
house.
went and visited, and they're like, "No, he's not here." And he was like, "Oh, they're full of shit." So he went back to, it was like, "Make it ugly." They didn't know it was Folger who died, right? The one who's going to endorse all the Folger coffee,
Right.
the billionaire. She died. Her man died. The fancy hairdresser died, and Sharon Tate.
Damn.
But that was all a mistake.
And her husband,
Terry Melcher.
no, the director,
Roman Polanski.
Roman Polanski was supposed to be there.
Yeah,
They were
You know who else was supposed to be there? Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen.
He was supposed to go there, but he hooked up with a chick. Shout out to her. he hooked up with a chick instead of going there. But here's what's interesting: Steve McQueen always carried. He was
I think
always,
Steve McQueen would have killed
always
him.
carried a gun on him. So if Tex Watson would have came up and they'd be like, "Excuse me,"
Hey, in my
boom,
movie,
boom.
in my movie,
Yeah.
Steve McQueen killed everybody.
Correct. Well, that's Quentin.
saved everybody.
That's
I'm
Quentin
right with you.
Tarantino.
Yeah.
Though. That's Quentin Tarantino.
Right.
That's basically what happened.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, because Brad Pitt's there. He's like, "Excuse me."
Yeah. there you have
That's exactly what Steve.
Isn't that crazy? But then after those murders, and they kept happening, right? They did in Los Feliz. They did it off Topanga, which I can show you if you want. But so after all that, Hollywood, like celebrities, German Shepherds, you couldn't get a hold of them because they bought them in freaking troves. They bought all the German Shepherds for security. Guns you couldn't get. Security you couldn't get because all the big time celebrities had all the security because they're worried they were next.
People were panicked. Yeah.
Of course, but the motto of that story is carry a gun.
or hang out with Steve McQueen.
Or get two cane Corsals like me, man.
Those
you can't
dogs
come near my house.
Those dogs are no joke.
They are no joke.
I told you not to do it.
As they've gotten older now, they've gotten out of puppydom. They're 2 years old. They are serious animals. And I take them. I have this. There's like a 15-acre plot that some guy in the OC owns. That it's me and Jeremy Renner lives across the street, and it buttresses up against his house. My dogs go running. It's a mountain. My dogs are the most athletic animals I've
By
ever
far.
seen.
Nuts.
Oh my
You just got one,
God.
right?
Yeah, best dogs ever.
Anyone, I got a bunch of workers in my house. Anyone comes near my house, these dogs are on them.
It's dude. So when he first got them, they're both like 4 months old, and they're shitting and they're barking and everything else. And Frank just goes, "I gotta get rid of them. I'm not having two of these. I gotta get rid of one of them." So he's I'm getting rid of them. He calls the guy. He goes, "You gotta take one of the dogs." Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, tomorrow, good. Like that. And his son Liam comes walking out with one of the dogs in his hand, and his kid's son's like 16 at the time. Comes out.
No, he's like, it's like 15.
15. He comes out like this, and Liam's super sensitive. Like Liam loves animals more than anything. So Liam walks out like this, and Frank goes, "We're gonna get rid of that dog. We're gonna give it back to the trainer tomorrow." And Liam just goes, "That doesn't work for me." And Frank, there's a moment. Frank looks in his eyes, and Frank goes,
Really serious?
"Fuck!" He goes, "Fuck!" He goes, "Well, you got to take care of it then."
By the way, cut to we live in this new house, and Liam's got the biggest room in the house. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I go in the room the other night, and who's laying across his body? Sophie.
Yeah.
He's got a connection to
I love that dog.
And you go near that kid.
They're the best dogs you can buy.
Oh my
They are.
God.
I want that dog. I told you I wanted
She
that
has turned
female.
into my favorite. I mean, she
I told
is
you.
I've never seen an athlete. I mean, she is
so
like
smart.
the Michael Jordan of.
Now imagine
She's so much smarter than Rumlow.
Imagine if Sharon Tate had
That's
that
not
dog.
very hard. Rumlow's not very smart.
If Sharon Tate had those dogs, like
Yeah.
the whole course changes.
Correct.
My dog, I was playing fetch with Rumlow. He by accident he grabbed my wrist instead of the stick, opened me up
I
right
remember.
to the bone.
I remember this.
He barely had
didn't
his
mean
mouth,
to, yeah.
almost crushed my hand.
They're great with kids, great with
Yeah.
family, the best dogs.
Like they
best
are
dogs you can
serious
get.
animals. Anyway, I digress.
So, but the guy who wrote it was into Manson. You just liked the script.
Yeah, so he kind of went out to the desert one weekend and had this kind of interaction with a cult-like family, and then this idea kind of came about. And I had met him a couple years back, and for a year was helping him make script edits. They had a director attached.
That's cool.
Director dropped out, and I kind of got my chance to
That's cool.
to jump in.
Let's throw it all out
Yeah.
on the ground. The script was horrific.
We had to work on it.
Yeah.
We had to work on
I mean,
it.
we
Yeah.
had to work on the
wasn't
script.
there yet.
Frank knows some scripts.
His cut of the movie, because he's had so many cooks in the kitchen, was horrible.
Yeah.
And I told the story on. I'm not talking out of
No,
line.
yeah.
I told the story on Jimmy Kimmel. Our friend Gavin O'Connor came over. Gavin directed Warrior and
Miracle.
and
a
knows
bunch
a
of
thing or two about movies. The
Yeah.
Accountant.
Yeah, The Accountant with Ben
and
Affleck.
we were in it was a dilemma because I don't want him to fail. Like he had to deal with COVID and
His son.
on reactors.
First movie.
And so Gavin and I gave him fucking copious notes, and it took him 4 months. He went back to the drawing board. He fought with producers. He did what a great director should do. And now he's got a film that is a kooky little weird,
It
kind of
became
horror
it
movie.
became a cool little
Great.
cult film.
That's cool.
So you had to go back and do what? Reshoot things, or you had to go back?
We had to recut the whole movie pretty much, based without any kind of notes, and there wasn't a time restriction. It was just make the movie kind of the best it can be. Found we needed a little bit more. Did a big reshoot day, which I think saved the movie in the end, and kind of just got to do what we wanted to do with it, and not really have to answer.
Did you have to like tell your dad like, hey, can we try that a different way?
No,
Oh,
he was
yeah.
great. Like we had
Was
a
he
couple
giving you
issues. We had a couple
let him
issues.
direct.
I've seen people try to direct Frank when he's not in a good mood.
Well, I
Yes.
Or they don't know
Frank's
what they're doing.
corrected too.
It's more when they don't know what they're doing.
They don't
I was
know
gonna
what
say
they're
I know
doing.
how to deal. Like I know how to approach him with certain things. Like I've seen what not to do a lot of the time.
Well,
so we know how.
when in doubt, you always revert to logic. And so if something isn't logical and isn't playing to logic, it needs to be fixed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? Because it'll never work in the end.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
got to make sense. Cause and effect.
Yes.
Cause
Well, you
and
come
effect.
prepared as fuck, and you
Right.
work
Yeah.
hard.
And so I wanted him to do his job and be the leader, and he did. He was the leader of the movie. But every once in a while, I'd call him over and go, "This isn't this shot."
That must feel
Yeah.
good as a dad, right?
But what
Yeah.
an education for Remy.
Yeah.
To
Oh,
have
it's great.
to
Yeah,
have a
Frank?
veteran like yourself
Yeah,
there.
what?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
look, we
'Cause
would have
being
a
a
couple
director-
issues.
Yeah.
And if I couldn't really handle it in the moment, and he was there for 1 week of shoot that was hard, and I was like, I need help, and
That's
he came
good
in.
for
and it
you.
was- yeah.
Because but I don't think people realize there are few things as hard as being a good director.
Oh, my
there
God.
Are few things as hard.
That's why I laugh at people with they're this, that, and a third in the business, and like, well, I'm directing my first movie. I'm like, are you prepared for this? Yeah. I mean, I got this guy and this guy. I'm like, but are you prepared? Have you prepared yourself? Do you understand what it takes to direct?
I don't think people do. Like
don't.
even that short movie I was on for like 5 days on set, and it was David Ayers, and I got done, and I went up to David. I'm like, listen, I've been around great coaches, whether it's in football at a high level or the UFC. Dude, you're a head coach. Like you're literally. Yeah.
Yeah, I did End of Watch with you.
Yeah, amazing movie. One of my favorite
in
movies of all
charge of
time.
so many
Dude, the way
people.
he was like able to control everything and knew and just the ins and outs. It was no different than a great like Phil Jackson.
Oh no,
in
he's
the NBA.
David Ayer, and he's a dude.
Yeah. Oh.
And he's
yeah,
a dude.
I've heard nothing but good things about that
He's
guy
a
from
great,
all my
he's
friends.
a great
Monster,
director.
yeah.
He's a great guy, and he is a dude. I think he has four daughters.
Yes.
And he's a badass, man.
Yeah.
He's a badass.
Yeah.
Martial artist.
I couldn't believe it. Like
Yeah.
when I saw him like doing it, like telling Shia LaBeouf what to do and the camera angle here and there. And, hey, you guys need to go here. Like just the way he controlled everything. I was like, and the way he commanded like attention.
amazing.
It was no different than like Jimmy Johnson or
he
Phil
wrote
Jackson.
he wrote he wrote Training Day.
Correct.
Yeah, he wrote.
You know,
Training
I
Day.
always laugh at that.
Fury?
Teddy Demi. Did you ever know Teddy?
Yeah,
Bubba?
a little bit.
Teddy was great that way. Teddy was just people loved
Do they
him.
know who you're talking about?
Teddy Demi directed.
No one does.
He directed Blow with Johnny Depp.
Great
He
fucking
directed The Ref. He never directed a bad movie. I think
was
that
young.
guy
He
was
died
young. Died at
what did he die
37.
from?
I had to tell.
I think he died from.
He died. I can tell you what he died.
Vaccine?
No, he died from. His heart stopped at playing basketball. I was the first. I had to tell Jimmy Burke, his best friend, practically.
Jimmy was best friends with him?
Jimmy was so close to him, and I had to call Jimmy because Breckenmeyer, who I was doing a TV show, was playing basketball with him, and he goes, "Teddy Demi just died," and I go, "Fuck."
His heart just stopped?
Yeah.
I think he liked his nose.
Running hard in the paint.
He did his thing. He was probably partying, and his heart stopped. And 37 years old.
Great guy. I used to box with him.
But yeah, and
We would box.
Such
You know who
a
else?
funny motherfucker.
Yeah, funny genius. He was directing a movie. We'd go in Blue Velvet Boxing in New York City. Iran Barkley was my coach.
Oh, wow.
Oh my
The
God.
great Iran Barkley was
Really?
holding mitts for me.
Wow.
But
What?
It was me. It was 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. It was me, Teddy Demi. He was there every
he is.
day, and Daniel Day-Lewis because he was training for The Boxer.
Oh, wow.
Fighter, whatever film he was doing.
How
There
cool
he
is
is,
Daniel
there he is.
Day-Lewis?
He did some drinking. At his funeral, everybody spoke, including Johnny Depp and everybody. And I couldn't believe how many. It was all drug and alcohol stories. But he was a great guy.
His uncle is Jonathan Demme.
Yes. Yeah. And I remember when Teddy could see everything going on, everything, and Jimmy Burke, no idea that it costs $1 million a day to shoot this fucking movie. They're doing Blow. Okay, it's Johnny Depp, and but Jimmy's playing a cop after they catch Johnny Depp, and so he's being taken out, and you're watching him, and then there are cops in the background, and cops have to be doing their business. So Jimmy Burke, the fucking Prince of New York, but a silly goose. Yeah, you're playing a fucking FBI. You're playing an FBI detective. Okay, so Jimmy decides that his character is. So you see Jimmy in the shot, and they're walking. They're walking. They're walking Johnny Depp out. You're in the background, and you see Jimmy as a cop interviewing a witness, and he's going.
All flamboyant.
Okay. So I wouldn't, and he's doing this, and so Teddy comes out, and they go, "Okay, cut." He goes, "Guys, good. The lighting over there. Let's bring this light down. It's casting a shadow on him like that. I need you guys to move out a little fast. There are no gay cops." No gay cops.
Was Jimmy like?
It was hilarious. Jimmy's like, "I just was making a choice." He goes,
Flamboyant.
"Fuck you."
Yeah. It's a creative choice.
Fucking hilarious, man. But a director has to see all that in the frame.
You do.
You gotta be a leader.
All the great ones do. You got to be a leader. You have got to be the captain of the ship. And you know what happens when you're in this ship? A lot of times the seas are rough.
Oh, bro. How about Warrior? How about that whole thing with Gavin?
Yeah,
Warrior
and look, my friends Gavin O'Connor, our friends Joe Carnahan. These guys, when they're doing their thing, you look at them. I'm in awe.
Maniacs.
I'm like, wow.
Maniacs.
Oh, I was
And
speechless.
people say, "Do you want to direct?" I'm like, no, I don't.
No.
That's not what I want to do.
No.
I like producing stuff.
Yeah.
I like creating stuff. I like acting. I don't want to direct.
It's too much work.
Yeah.
It's
It's
too
a
much
real
work.
skill set
Yeah.
too. though.
You're also married to it for
It's
3
not for
fucking
everybody.
years.
It's a whole year
not,
of
man.
Yeah.
work.
That'd be
We
like
just finished in Christmas Eve. We just finished it.
well, that'd be like, I'm gonna go coach the LA Lakers.
Right.
Like, what
Yeah.
what
Right.
experience do you have doing that?
No.
Guiding grown men.
But by the way,
We're talented
you're not
as fuck.
you're not just watching the actors. Everything that's going on is your responsibility.
Yeah.
You've hired the heads of all the departments. The guy who's doing the lighting, the guy who's doing the sound.
Alec Baldwin goes, "Hold on now, it's not all on me." Right? Yeah.
By the way,
Am I right?
again, I digress. Alec Baldwin should not be going to jail.
I agree.
For what happened.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem with Alec Baldwin is a lot of people don't like him because of his politics, because of the way he fucking sounds on Instagram.
His Trump character.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
His wife faking being.
I'm an actor. Listen, it's not it's his responsibility to be responsible. It's not his responsibility to check the gun, actually, because
That's
there are
correct.
3 people
Yeah. I've
before
said
him.
that.
By the time that gun gets to him,
I agree.
He
that
thinks it's
gun
okay.
he needs to be okay.
Nobody expects
Interesting.
somebody to hand you a gun with a live fucking round.
And I'm not
That's
checking.
the most insane
Listen,
shit
if
of
I'm
all
doing
time.
take after take, the armor's taking the gun and giving it back to me. It's the armor's job to make sure I don't have live rounds.
And it was budget cuts, right? Because they hired an armor who was her dad was famous.
I'll
and she was
tell
really
you a story.
inexperienced.
This might not have happened to Alec because Alec was supposed to play Ferrari in the Lamborghini movie I did.
And you took the goddamn.
No, I was
Oh, no, you were
Lamborghini,
Lamborghini.
and Gabriel Byrne was Ferrari in the movie.
So it's Gabriel's
ultimately,
fault.
but it was Alec Baldwin first. And our Lamborghini movie pushed by 2 weeks. And so Alec had a responsibility to his movie Rush.
Wow.
And he dropped out. And so
Wow.
so the story goes.
Yeah, he could have been not involved with that at all.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Sliding doors. Remember that?
Sliding
movie? That's
doors.
what life's about.
Sliding doors.
Yeah.
If Hitler had gotten in the Vienna School of the Arts,
Charles Manson
got a record deal, and if Alec Baldwin had taken Lamborghini and not Rust.
A lot of lives.
By the way, speaking of Hitler, look at his art. Now, is it at the level of Picasso or Monet? No. Not bad.
Do you know why he didn't get in?
Not bad at all.
Do you know why he didn't get into the Vienna School of the Arts? Very good at drawing buildings and things. Couldn't draw human figures.
Ah.
That was the critique.
Yeah.
He didn't know how to draw humans.
Is that some of his art?
Yes.
That shit is
Yeah, I mean
lit.
that's no joke.
No, it isn't.
Oh,
It's
dude,
very
are you
good.
kidding me? That dude is so talented.
I mean,
Hitler's
440
painting
grand,
sold for
Jesus.
440. See,
Sure.
he'd have been happy with that.
yeah.
Back then, too.
Isn't it crazy? He was an artist and a mass fucking psychopath.
You know, there's
no
a-
one to this day has ever grown a mustache like that, except for
Charlie Chaplin.
and one other.
Michael Jordan.
Yep.
Do you know why his mustache was that way?
No.
World War I, they have to have gas masks on, and he had a big mustache.
Oh,
But he didn't want to shave it completely, so he shaved it so he could still fit in the mask.
Oh wow.
Yeekish.
Nice, dude.
Yeah, thank
You're
you.
you're
Come on, give me
fascinated by a lot of the sociopaths I know.
Yeah, isn't that
he
weird?
Yeah.
He don't get him started
I
on
mean,
Jeffrey
he's
Dahmer.
arguably one of the top 5 worst human beings that ever lived.
That's not arguable. That's correct.
right.
Stalin, him,
Stalin wasn't a good guy. Mao
Kim
Zedong.
Jong-un,
You know,
Mao Zedong. Any of these dictators.
who was the African? What's his name?
Nancy Pelosi.
Oh, Idi Amin. But
Not a
Idi
nice
Amin
guy.
on the scale, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
King Leopold, I mean,
Yeah.
what he did to the Congo
Yeah.
with the rubber trade, I mean, you got to put him up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, not good people.
Yeah.
There are a lot
Imagine
of-
if just those 5 guys never lived. How many more?
There'd be
people-
other people.
How many more people?
Genghis
would
Khan.
have lived?
Genghis
Yeah,
Khan.
Oh, he was
He's
bad.
number one.
Yeah.
But there would be other people. It's really a system. It's not people. There are people like that exist all the time. It's the system that allows those people to rise to the
rise.
top.
Yes, yeah,
That's why.
yeah, yeah.
And for
That's
Hitler,
why
it was a perfect storm, right? Coming the Depression.
Yep.
The Jews owned all the businesses. He blamed it on
there are
them.
always people
The
like that.
propaganda
There are people
they
like that
did.
right now. The founding fathers knew that. That's why it's government for the people, by the people, of the people.
We'll always deal with it. You can't get rid of those social.
That's why you have to have systems in place, a bicameral legislature, that thing I sent you by Scalia. It's checks and balances. Not one group has power. You can
Right.
But James Madison was obsessed with the idea of factions. He knew people broke into factions and they got powerful.
This is why it's scary what's going on in Canada, and it's just a small part
Yeah.
of it with
Trudeau.
Jordan Peterson and how they're trying to take away his license
Yeah.
and trying to re-educate.
That's incredible.
I mean,
They're so fucking
Well, you know,
dumb.
Justin Trudeau.
Trudeau.
You know, Castro's son, right? We know this, right?
Have you seen the similarity?
We know this for a
Can't
fact.
bring this shit up.
These are facts, Frank. You know, his mom would hang out with him in Cuba, like during the height of his regime, just for weeks, just hang out. You ever
Hang
seen
out
his
with
mom?
Castro?
All the time.
Apparently that might not be true, but I like where
those
you're
are
going.
facts. No, she's on the flight
Hold on,
logs.
go young. I mean, come on.
I think he's
Come on.
more related
Come on,
to
dude.
Pedro Pascal.
Right there, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Look
Now,
at that.
can
Look
you
at that.
can you put that young Trudeau in the bottom left-hand corner and pull up Pedro Pascal from what's the name of the show?
Last of Us.
Last of Us.
By the way, though,
bottom
that's not a bad
left-hand
guy to
corner?
look
This one
like.
Well, no, but when it's your
by the way-
dad is the issue.
All right.
He's a communist.
Can we do
Yeah, but
Trudeau
charming.
and
Charming
Pedro
and a
Pascal?
stud.
Can you do that?
He can do it. I get what you're doing there, but
Was that
Trudeau, but his dad, right? He wants a communist society. That's all he
Pedro
wants.
Pascal, yeah. They look a lot
look?
Yeah, similar.
Yeah. I love that guy as an actor.
Oh, we've been
Amazing.
watching
He's
Last of Us.
brilliant.
Oh, it's so good.
He is a brilliant guy.
Dude, think about the show.
And,
He's
by
been-
the way, sexy.
Yes, but think about the shows he's been in.
Thrones.
The Mandalorian.
Game of Thrones, Mandalorian. Think about
Narcos.
Narcos.
He's one of the hottest guys in Hollywood right now.
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
Then The Last of Us,
The
biggest show
unbearable weight of massive talent.
With
I
Cage.
love that movie.
So good.
Did you see that movie with Nick Cage?
So
Yeah,
good.
I heard
He's in a new
it's
vampire
hysterical.
movie that looks fucking
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Nick Cage.
Oh.
With Nicholas Hoult.
Yeah.
So do you stop at Charles Manson or did you go down the rabbit hole of Dahmer, Ted Bundy?
I had to stop.
The Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez, my
Bro,
personal favorite.
Listen.
What?
What is going on?
I'm trying to put game on your son with serial killers.
Yeah, we're
I
gonna get
like-
out of the serial killer business.
Okay. I don't know if you want to keep going down this road.
Why,
or not.
are you
But
obsessed?
I don't know. I don't know.
Are you terrified of them? Is that what it is?
No, I beat the shit out of all of them. I don't know what it is.
But what
you
is
must
it?
have seen Mindhunter, then. You must love
Come
Mindhunter.
on, bro.
Yeah.
J.E. Douglas?
Wait,
the best there is.
If you look in their eyes, all your fighting prowess goes away.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do you would you
Kill me.
fantasize about killing them with your bare hands?
No.
If you were in the same cell, would
No,
you
I'm
kill him right
terrified.
away? So you go to jail. You're in the cell. Your bunkmate is Jeffrey Dahmer. Do you kill him that night?
No, they're gonna add more time on my freaking thing.
No, but you have.
Well, you're in the jail cell with Jeffrey Dahmer. You're probably never getting out of jail.
Yeah, you're.
Oh,
doing
then
life.
I kill him. Yeah.
You kill him right away. What do you do?
Maybe.
How do you kill him?
Or I'm really into it. He's like telling me stories, and time passes really fast.
I know, but then he runs out
Like
of
Ben-
stories.
Bedtime stories?
By the way, he's not alone because speaking of Jeffrey Dahmer, the Jeffrey Dahmer series, the miniseries that came out.
Most watched show on Netflix.
I mean,
No, but they've done studies on this. So women,
Chicks dig 'em.
they find women are obsessed. Why? Because they want to arm themselves with information. If you understand how the boogeyman's mind works, you're safer. So they find that women are obsessed with the interior imaginations of the demonic male.
Yeah, that's why
what
I
is
like
it?
them.
But
That's
you
it.
have
also women are obsessed with pirates and
All that
and
shit.
all that stuff.
Pirates are gay.
well, you're gay because you're in.
No, they were pirates. They'd be on sea and they'd fuck each other.
Do you
Well,
have
then-
fantasies
well,
of a
then
serial
I'm-
killer kind of like?
Well, then I'm gay.
Chin, bring up gay pirates. These are facts,
What do you
gentlemen.
mean? Hold on. What are you
A
saying?
lot of the pirates are... Hold on.
What are you saying?
Have you ever seen Pirates of the Caribbean? You know
This
his
is
outfit?
bro history right
No,
now.
I know.
You know my son.
This is a- This is the section of bro history.
Hell yeah. You're into serial killers and you're gay, dude? Let's get a timeshare together.
Remy's not gay.
Oh, look at
But
this.
what if he was?
Be cool. You should wear more scarves like the pirates. So most
Few
officers-
historians who are gay believe that matalogued would be more accurately compared with a same-sex marriage or domestic partnership.
You're on sea for months, and your dude's wearing eyeliner and too many
In the
rings.
male-dominated world of piracy, homosexuality was common. Get the fuck.
I'm telling you, this is history.
Yeah.
It's very common for
Well,
them.
I think pirates are sexy though. So I.
But look at the way they dress.
I
You
would
don't
love-
think that's a
Can
gay
I tell you
thing?
something? I would love to dress like that.
Me too.
You practically do.
I do practically.
Yeah.
But look at Johnny Depp, like in Pirates of the Caribbean.
No,
hey,
he
bro.
dresses like that in real life.
I know. Well, he thinks
By
he's
the
a
way,
pirate, which is
by
the
the way,
issue.
yes, he does.
He still does. I mean, he's. 60
Have you
No,
met him?
middle of the
Do you
summer.
know him?
I don't know him. No, I don't think I've ever met him.
Middle of
But-
the summer, he's in scarves, eyeliner,
yeah,
way too
he
many
dresses
bracelets.
like that for real.
But when you look at pirates, it's like, yeah, dude.
You're wearing.
yeah, but they're beautiful, man.
They have all the and thing. They're always after like gold,
I wanna-
gold necklaces.
Yes, I wanna be-
scarves. They had eyeliner.
You know
like,
what?
We've been at sea
Your
forever.
bro history is making sense to me right now.
No, I'm telling you, this is history.
History of
gay
gay
pirates.
pirates.
I've gone down this rabbit
Hey,
hole.
I like that you're going to these obscure articles that certain gay people wrote.
Brienne
You never heard of the
Beaver.
Roosevelt Review, dude? Where do you get your news? CNN.
The one thing you can read about is how they were buggering each other on the poop deck.
It's just, I mean, they're at sea all the time.
No
dude.
fucking pun intended.
And then you come back and there's all those disease. Like, that's weird. We never had
Hey,
this.
if I was at sea with those good-looking pirates, I'm in.
Yeah, I get it. I'm not even hating on
I'm
it.
sorry, I'm in.
I wouldn't make a good-looking pirate. I don't
You
have
wouldn't.
The hair. You guys have the hair.
Yeah,
I'd be the guy who's like,
You wear a
"Hey,
wig. You wear a wig.
Captain, Captain, I brought your grog. Get back down under. Yes, sir.
Dude, a little
I don't tan properly.
Dude, a little cod and dick suck when you're out at sea?
A little cod and a dick suck.
What are we talking
You know
about
what?
here, fellas?
Cod,
Don't be weird.
Smoked cod.
Oh,
and
a
a
partner-
dick
Partner,
suck.
look at this. A partner was called your mate lot, which can be interpreted as bunk mate. If one partner died, their mate lot would have ownership. See, I like this. Of all their possessions, mate lots could take punishments for each other. See, this is why I
Dude,
Side by
relationships
side.
between men was often encouraged. At the time, men on ship knew more about their crewmates than even their wives or children on land because they're never there. This drew
Yeah.
a lot. This drew in a lot of queer men to.
Look, the bottom line is there were probably some gay men on that ship that
A
were.
lot.
Hey,
We're
man.
looking for jewels. We're going all over sea looking for jewels. They're like, hey, we
not
just stay on
jewels,
land.
It's treasure.
See how they get you?
They didn't get
You
me.
see? He's like, no, they're looking for treasure. Sure, call
I
it if you
think
want.
I'm one of them.
I believe that.
We're looking for pearls. Hey, B, let's take a little break.
Let's take a little break.
Because if there's one common theme of doing this show for 10 years,
Yeah.
what do we always preach?
On it.
Dude, you ain't lying. It's the best supplements on planet Earth. And
Talk
if
to
you
him about
need
Alpha Brain.
nootropics, dude. So there's Alpha Brain, and we've all tried Alpha Brain. They've sold over 1 million bottles. You can get it at Walmart. You can save 10% off when you go to onit.com/FATK. You get 10% off. But you know your boy, I like intense stuff. So I do the Alpha Brain Black Label. And if that's not froggy enough for you, they got the Focus Shot, the Alpha Brain Instant. 10. You put that in 8 ounces of water. It's delicious. Next thing you know, You're Steve Jobs. You're thinking
Steve
like
Jobs.
Steve Jobs, dude.
That's exactly right. But by the way, everything they have there, like the protein powders, the fish oil, it's really krill oil.
They got streaming fitness.
They go nuts. The vitamin
kettlebells.
D spray. They got everything you need. It is
Sandbags for your thick ass
if
steel
you're
club
into
maces.
health, if you're into exercise, they got you across the board.
Onnit.com/FATK, 10% off the best supplements, the best nootropic on planet Earth. We're talking about Alpha Brain. They're so confident in Alpha Brain. No return necessary. That's how confident they are in Alpha Brain. Keep it. Give it to your buddy. Give it to your aunt. You can keep that. They give you your money back. No return necessary.
They stand behind everything. I could see you playing sort of Johnny Depp's nemesis in Pirates.
Why do I always have to be the nemesis?
Because you're the bad guy.
I'm not the bad guy.
No, you are.
No, he's the action.
Because you smolder. Because you smolder.
He's an action
I call him Giovanni Hot Smoke behind his back.
Do you see my vascularity?
Dude, I wish I was. I'd like to shoot you up with a lot of heroin. Every time I see your veins, I'm like, what a
like
waste that you're not
like
a
a
junkie.
leaf.
I am a junkie. I'm a mushroom junkie. Can we talk about mushrooms?
Shrooms?
Yes.
Sure, man.
Yes.
Can we talk about that's the new alcohol?
That's my favorite thing.
It's my favorite thing.
I took mushrooms the other day. Took a little too many.
Oh, look who got suddenly silent.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's tried it once,
Oh, I've only done it once.
and he had a magnificent
I
time.
had such a good time.
I'm telling you, man.
I just ate a little about the stem and the little head of it.
You
Little
ate the
microdose.
actual mushroom.
Yeah, I liked it.
I have a guy in Santa Monica that he grows his own mushrooms and the cacao. He does the whole thing.
It's legal now,
on-
right?
And I think
on
it's
its way.
kind of legal.
It's getting there.
Which is why I won't mention his name in case
Psilocybin.
Yeah. But the psilocybin, I do a little bit sometimes before I train, and if I'm going out and my friends are drinking, I'll have maybe a little square or two.
Get a little buzz on.
Microdose.
Here's my thing. What do you do? I have to eat chocolate? I don't want the chocolate. I just want
No.
No,
You
it's
could
like
do
a dark-
gummies. You could do.
I don't want gummies. I just want the goddamn mushroom.
You could
Why
do
you got to put in all this shit?
Because you can't regulate the mushroom the way you can regulate the
It's
chocolate.
meant to be like a microdose.
Right.
So, Bubba, there's a couple companies. What
Silo.
One is Silo.
Silo?
PSILO dot psychic. Silo.psychic. They make gummies in an amazing package. Maybe you can pull them up.
And you can order it?
Silo.
Can I just order it?
Yes.
Like Amazon?
Silo P with a P. Silo.p.
Company right there.
I'm going to take some of those, turn to a pirate.
Hey.
Artie, maybe.
Hey.
No,
No.
just Google it.
Let's find them.
Silo. Wait a minute.
It's
PS.
ILO.
Come on, we got to find this. Silo
Gummies.
gummies legal.
That one?
Silodelic, right there, Silodelic.
Top one?
Go there, go there.
Silodelic.
There it is. See the packaging? Look how beautiful the packaging is, right there.
They have a
Silo,
Facebook? Do they have an actual
Colorado.
website?
Oh, a friend
No, they
gave
don't
me
yet.
some.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're on Instagram.
Let's look at
So
that.
they're amazing, and they're gummies, little microdose gummies.
Oh, you got to follow them.
Yep,
They're
follow 'em.
private. follow.
And you can get them through their site there.
There's
They'll
a
send
link
them to you.
right there.
They're amazing,
bit.
man.
Let's see.
I'm going to tell you the game changer, and it made
that's
stopping
YouTube.
drinking so easy.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet. I think it's awesome.
Never mind.
Look at this. This is a commercial.
No.
I took.
I take them with her.
sparring.
You take
What?
it for a sparring?
Yeah.
Some fighters do it before they fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You get
Donald Cerrone was
hyper-focused.
doing that.
What?
Donald Cerrone was doing that for a long time.
You get
And
really
when he had that winning streak,
hyper-focused,
he was
yeah.
microdosing on mushrooms. Look at that.
It really connects
Oh,
you.
That sucks.
Account suspended.
haters. Use DuckDuckGo as you got to use
That's the problem.
DuckDuckGo.
Yeah, that's the package.
Look, there's the packaging.
Great
Look how
packaging.
great
That looks friendly.
And those
I
are-
just
those are
took those
gummies?
berry ones. Yeah.
Those are
Are they
gummies.
nice?
Yeah.
Oh, they're so smooth.
I need some gummies.
I got them at my house, man. Come
Oh,
over.
yeah. I'm going to come over.
Dude, take those and talk about pirates.
I will. Dude, I'm
You'll
telling you right
connect.
now.
By the
you'll
way,
start-
you should take them because you'll connect to all kinds of sexuality.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Do you know that? You know how
look for
mushrooms
pearls.
grow?
I'll
You know
look
how
for
mushrooms
pearls.
grow
I didn't feel anything
underneath
there.
the ground. Mushrooms.
He has a
there's
man.
a whole.
He has a munt. a
What, you
man
got to
cunt.
stop
You could,
touching
dude.
his.
You're
My
not even
son
on
is
shrooms
here.
and you're gay.
Oh, your son's
Why
here.
are you touching his penis?
I was checking to see if it was there, and it's not.
I got a pee bag, so he's all tucked in.
Oh,
like
you're
this.
talking
He's
between
like
your
this.
shitter?
He's like this.
By the way, I got to pee every 2 minutes because all I do now is drink water
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
water products.
That's why your skin's so good, dude.
Isn't it?
Your skin's fucking nice.
I've never seen anybody age the way you do. It's a little annoying.
What?
You don't be a dick either. It just annoys me.
Well, it's a movie.
just-
It's that movie star thing.
No, it's not.
What are you
It's-
soaking in baby blood? Tell us the
No,
truth.
I use eye patches.
Muscle, you put on muscle very quickly. I always have.
But he also trains like a motherfucker and eats.
I always tell this story. I lived with Frank for 5 fucking months. I have never seen it. I saw it with my own eyes. I've never seen anybody who can sleep 5 hours a night, get up 5 hours. He gets up at 5 no matter what, and then he goes and works out for 2 hours. And I was like, and then he doesn't take naps. And I saw it. But
I've changed.
Dude, naps are for pirates.
Not when I knew him.
But I've changed. Now I sleep a minimum of 8 hours.
Really?
I go to bed at 9 o'clock.
What happened? Did you just get tired all of a sudden?
I got really into being healthier, right? And as you get older, I love drinking.
You get more delicate.
I love wine.
You get more delicate.
But at the end, it becomes poison.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to stop drinking wine.
Yep.
It's just,
That's sad.
and it didn't taste the same to me anymore.
I
lost. Josh Brolin is a buddy of mine.
Love him.
He wrote something interesting. He was on my Instagram. He goes, "Hey man, stick with it." He goes, "When you get to be our age," he goes, "more of the gangsters that I know these days don't drink." Right? He said, "You're going to lose the romance of the drink, and then you won't need it."
Fuck.
And it resonated with me.
True.
It's about the
bottle,
the ceremony.
Yes.
Right? And once you don't need the ceremony,
I love it.
and you don't, the desire to drink goes away.
I miss it right now, though. Right, I haven't had wine I stopped drinking.
Dude, finishing
You
a
did?
bottle
Did you
and
stop
fucking
drinking?
your butt?
I did this thing with my buddy Dan Garner and Andy Galpin, this Rapid Health. They looked under my hood, and I was just like, when you see like what you can just see your whole profile. I was like, I'm not going to drink.
And
anymore.
alcohol doesn't. It's like
I'm just getting
when
old.
You're your age.
It's poison, I guess. I have spots, Frank.
But you know, even him, like he would drink with me every night because he lives with me. So I was kind of bringing him down a road that And then after the wine, I'd say, "Hey, let's have some limoncello."
Yes.
All benign, right?
Good
Have
time.
a little. We do a little sipping tequila. You got that beautiful sipping.
It's a good time.
You think it is
a good time.
Eat
Yeah, no, it's
mushrooms.
stupid,
It's
yeah.
a better time.
But we moved, and we still haven't unpacked any of our liquor.
Nope.
It's still in the boxes.
Nope.
There's like 7
If you come to my refrigerator,
I feel like you guys trying to get me into Scientology. Right?
No, I have a. Hey, you come to my refrigerator. I have a big Ziploc bag with about 30 chocolate bars, and then you go into my cupboard, and there's a big box filled with those gummies.
I'm fucking coming over. I need some.
So anybody who comes over, I'm like,
we need some. I'm gonna
yeah,
get
you
some.
want one? And
Yes,
they take
for
it, and they're
real.
like, this is amazing.
I know.
I feel great.
Oh, I was so nervous to take it before the fight campaign. And you and Rogan were like, just fucking do it. So I was peer pressure because I'm a giant pussy. And so I ate it. Man, I had a good time.
Oh, it's good.
Oh my God. I had a
It's good.
time.
And then if you
have a
kind
good
of,
time?
I always say to Brendan, I just want everybody online to see who you really are.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
you know who he is. He's a pirate.
No, he's not.
I'm a butt pirate.
He's like, when you see the real him, it's like he can't fire anybody. He doesn't know.
No.
He can't
You
hurt
know
anybody's
what? You know the
feelings.
problem is
he's a
we
giant.
assume-
And then when I do, it's like this big thing.
No,
when I finally have to, it's a
He's
night.
Oh, man,
because
is it
he's
a nightmare?
6'5".
I know.
He's
I always
the
say
strongest guy you know. He's a professional fighter, professional athlete, and we don't give him the emotional capacity that we give normal-sized people.
Preach,
So as a
Frank.
child, because he's so big before everybody else, we stop treating him like a child. Right?
Are you my therapist?
We treat him like an adult because he's the size of an adult.
Yes.
But his emotions are
So,
Of a pirate.
But I also said this. I said to him, I go, listen, when you walk into the fucking room, you're bigger and stronger, better looking. So the minute you post a picture of your Ferrari, the minute you start.
I worked hard for that Ferrari.
Doesn't matter.
Nobody cares.
Nobody gives a fuck. You should always be who you really.
Listen, God came down and touched you on the show.
No, I said.
And he made you physically superior to 99.99% of the human beings on the face of the earth.
It's a curse.
He made you physically superior. It's like Giselle Bundchen. Like you, I don't care
She
about.
can't say I'm beautiful.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
rich.
care about which mansion she has to.
Nobody gives
I
a
don't
fuck.
care.
I said to him, I said, the real you, the fucking real Brendan, is 100% the guy who we're at a party and he was like, he's in Hollywood. All he wants to be is an actor. All he wants to be is Jared Leto. All he wants to be is a comedian. And he's
Like, I'm
just
jealous
this
of your
giant
pants right
athlete. He's a giant athlete.
so jealous.
And this is the real Brendan. And I said, let's get back to this. I go, the fucking guy. I see him. He's got his legs really far apart, so he's shorter. So he's at eye level, and then he's looking around, and he looks at me, and he goes, he whispers in me, we're waiting for a drink, and he goes, I want to leave. And I go, why? And he goes, because I'm enormous.
Meanwhile,
No one would talk to me.
That's who you are.
Because they're
That's
afraid
who
of
you are.
Meanwhile,
That's who
he
you
comes
really
in and every
are.
guy goes, wow, I wonder what that feels like.
Right, everybody
not
does that.
good.
Every
Yeah.
tough guy goes, man,
Yeah.
you're fucking bigger than I thought. You could kill me. I go, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I go, just be the guy who you really are, which is the fucking insecure
By the
fucking
way,
giant.
segue back to mushrooms.
Yeah.
And you can go to that same party, not drink, and take a couple of those squares, and you'd be like, it's the best party I ever been.
I'm in, dude. Say less.
I fit in like
I'm
nobody's
in.
business.
Dude,
I'm in.
We're gonna be micro. Hey, this show is gonna be microdose fucking Johnny, microdose Bobby. We're gonna be the microdose twins. I can't wait.
First time I got to Hollywood, I'm at this famous
Dude,
person's house.
I'm sorry to
and I
interrupt you.
jump in the pool. And I didn't know at parties you don't swim. I'm from Denver.
Well, it's a pool party.
I was like,
Yeah,
I was like, yo, I brought my swim trunks. Everyone's in like nice outfits. I'm like, oh shit, I'm in a wife beater, my swim trunks and flip flops. I cannonball into the fucking pool, and I heard the girl who I thought was hot go, ugh, why is he so big? I was like, what? Oh my, what?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, why are you swimming out
But
there?
he's a pirate.
I'm a pirate. No, I'm looking for pearls. I'm a pirate.
Yeah, get so embarrassed.
Oh, dude.
I remember when Misha, what's her name? Misha, the beautiful,
Barton?
yeah, Misha Barton and her friend. We're at Chelina, and he orders a piece of pie, 4 slices of pizza.
my favorite
He's got a fucking sandwich. He's just like, I'm gonna eat. He goes, that pie's nice. Like this. I'm like, all right. He goes, should we get 3 slices just to split because we've earned it because we just podcast? I'm like, all right. So he's got like just all the food, and then he's in a tank top, and Misha Barton and some other woman, they're looking at him. They got hungry eyes. I used to call them hungry eyes. They're looking at him. They're looking at the giant, and I can see her looking at him, and they're talking about the silverback.
Well, no, he's the guy who's on the cover of every romance.
I know, and then so he goes, and I just see him. He just stops eating, and I go,
stopped eating.
I go, what are you
I hid my
doing?
food.
He goes, I don't want them to think I'm a fatty. That's who you are, man. That's who you really
Get
are.
on some shrooms.
It's
bottom
funny.
line.
You get on some shrooms. Listen, it's amazing that we all want, in some capacity, to be something we're not.
Always.
And what a waste of time that is.
Yeah.
You're
Waste
never,
of time.
thank God, going to be 5'10".
True.
Yes.
Nor should you want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I'm 5'11". Doesn't matter.
Oh, God.
Should we take a piss break for the current events?
Let's do it.
Does everyone have to pee? We're all
let's go
older
pee.
except for this young man.
Let's go pee. I mean, the kid literally lost. He was 450 pounds. It's
That's
incredible.
amazing. man.
Isn't it crazy?
Fucking amazing.
That's a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you end up here?
He should be.
I was a fan, and I sent in videos, and just from meeting Brendan, he was like, "You're a good kid," and he
Okay.
just
Charming
gave me a
kid.
life. He
And worked his ass off and proved
Then I hired
himself.
him.
That's Brennan Schaub.
Yeah.
That's Brennan Schaub. So
Well, I never thought that wasn't Brendan Shaw.
know
Like,
you-
I've
yeah, I
always known
you
him.
called me. I remember when you called me and you hung out with him once and you go, I really like that guy.
I love Frank.
Yeah, you called me. I remember you go, yeah, I love that guy. Just he's just a good guy. Because you guys met, I think,
Yeah, it's not
boxing
like-
or something.
Well,
Not
we see each other
surprising
box
to
and
me,
burn all the
you know.
time.
I know, but don't start. He'll start crying because he's fucking a gay pirate. All right, let's move on.
Oh, all of a
move on.
sudden, you admit
I'll tell you
pirates are
who's a gay
gay.
pirate, Jimmy Burke.
Jimmy Burke's Jimmy Burke's a gay.
He's a hairless gay pirate.
Jimmy Burke he couldn't handle the sun. If he stays in the sun for more than a minute, he
he's
starts
staying
to
under
smolder.
deck.
No, he's an
He's like a
alopecia
vampire.
having
Oh yeah.
gay pirate.
He looks like
he's
a-
a gay
look
pirate
at
of the
that guy.
night.
Yeah.
He comes out at night.
Oh, the
Yeah.
greatest. Look at that. He just looks
Yeah.
like an arrow. You could shoot him out of a fucking cannon and he'd go a long way.
Blue eyes.
The best. The best.
How is he doing? I haven't seen
Oh,
him.
he
He's
is.
slowly
He
morphing
is
into
the
Joe
greatest.
Biden.
He's still shredded,
How is the Dalai Lama doing? He's as close to a fucking living monk as it gets,
and
and,
he
I
still
love him.
rides his bike and has no bills.
The best.
Yeah. Nothing.
The best.
Oh,
the
me too.
best.
I keep pounding.
I know.
on.
I know.
don't-
Oh, you mean bills? Oh, yeah. I like to really. If you give me $1 billion, I'll spend it. You give me $1 billion, I'll be like, I got to keep making money because I just.
Well, it's
But
like-
you know what?
I build
it
my
makes
nut.
me keep making money. Otherwise, what am I going to become?
It's the coal in the engine.
Complacent.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I like the
you
pressure.
Die, that's how you die.
Yep.
Is that you become happy.
That's why I say you got to live in the danger zone.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why people are like, you believe Nicolas Cage blew all that money, bought a
Yeah.
T-Rex head? I'm like, absolutely. If I had
Johnny
his
Depp-
money, I would spend it
Johnny
exactly
Depp
the
was
same.
broke. Johnny Depp was made $600 million.
Hey, here's the deal. Johnny Depp,
He ain't broke.
Not broke.
He's not broke.
not even close to broke.
Well, MC Hammer used to be my manager when I fought. He's one of my managers. And I was like, hey, weren't you broke? And he's like, I was hammer broke. I had $9 million in the bank.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it's stupid.
Cash money.
That's what he was. I had $9 million in the bank. He's like,
Yeah.
but the media made it like, this dead broke guy. He's like, as they're telling me I'm broke, I'm reading the headline. I'm on a private jet,
Right.
flying to my 4th home. I was like, oh, I got you.
Yeah, he's
That's
broke.
how it works.
Right.
He was like, I was MC Hammer, bro.
Yeah.
What do you got,
I
Chin?
love that shit.
All right, so it was just Mardi Gras. yesterday, I believe it started.
My brother's there.
Is he?
Yeah.
Throwing
It
beans
seems like
out.
a fun time.
Kool-Aid, yeah.
And so Dustin Poirier, I remember seeing him on Theo's podcast this past
I
weekend.
saw this.
This is like I don't know how many years ago, but he's talking about one of the first street fights one of the last street fights he's ever remembered. And I'll just play it real quick.
How long? Last one that I could think of that I've been in was one Mardi Gras. I was at my brother's house, and it was like a street party. You know, everybody's out on the street, and my wife was leaning over a fence talking to somebody, and then guys from next door came over and like bent over her back while she was bending over and put his hand on her stomach and like started talking in her ear. Bro.
You just saw red, huh?
Yeah, I ripped him off. I had a buddy of mine who fights. He started dropping this other guy's people left and right. Dude, I mean, 100%. Every shot that landed, everybody fell.
You don't fuck with fighters, man.
He shot 100% from the field that night. It was crazy, man. Mardi Gras things.
Mardi Gras is fun, though.
Yeah.
Anything can happen at Mardi Gras, dude.
I haven't been part of a street fight in I don't know how long. Last one that I could think of that
So then, recently,
last night.
So he almost got in trouble again because
He slapped the guy.
Yeah, because somebody held that sign up.
which is such a horrible douchebag move. I can't believe this guy even did it. He's an older dude too, so I can't believe.
But this
By the
is the
way-
problem with society. Like, and this is people get a little comfortable with social media. That's not real life.
No.
If you talk to a real dude in real life like that, there's going to be consequences.
Right.
Because you hide behind an avatar, or whatever bullshit forum you're on. That's not real. This is real. Do it to their face. Let me know how it goes.
By the way,
I
hey,
heard this.
Dustin.
That was gonna be my age.
Yeah.
I thought the guy holding the sign was gonna be like my age.
No, he's my age.
Exactly. So I thought
Yeah.
if it was a younger kid, then maybe
went
he
to
might
school
think it's
with him.
funny. But this guy's old
is,
enough to know
is he
better.
just trying to be funny, but he's clumsy about it?
McGregor said it when they had their fight.
Yeah.
I know,
Dustin.
but what is he
He's
trying
trolling
to
him.
be?
He's being an asshole.
So this is a parade where Dustin
watch what he
Poirier is
does.
on a Jeep with his wife.
Oh, so he's just trying to be whatever. That's fine.
It's not.
But that's
fun.
not fun.
No, I
It's
agree
not
with you. I agree with
It's
you.
not fun
I
in
agree with
any
you, but he's a
facet.
fucking donut.
No, he gets dealt.
Look
with.
how
Watch it.
excited he's
Watch it.
getting. Look how excited.
Yeah.
Because this
So
is
this
his
is his
moment.
moment. Yeah,
He's like,
this is his
everyone,
moment.
look.
So he does it right in front of Justin.
Now watch. Now watch.
Dustin.
Dustin. He goes, "Come here. Let me talk to you." He goes, "What's up, man?"
He tries to put his hand out like in a shake, and then
Boom!
Dustin
Slaps him in the face. That
Thank
guy's like,
goodness.
oh, okay.
Thank goodness it's just a slap.
Look, Dustin.
And his wife's like, no.
Yeah. She's trying to hold him back for sure.
Hey, I wonder what Dustin would do to that guy.
That's his daughter too,
Geez,
right?
I don't know. One
That's
of
his
the toughest
daughter.
guys. One of the toughest guys in the UFC.
It's so crazy
How'd
people
that,
would do
but
this.
how'd that guy think it was going to go?
I don't. That's why I was.
But this is the problem.
I love that he went to slap
Everyone
him.
gets so comfortable on social media, and you realize, oh, I can't do this in real life. No. Dustin
No.
spent 10,000 hours in the gym fighting much tougher people than you.
That
He's
guy's,
so
that
lucky
guy's a
Dustin
fucking
didn't jump
loser.
out. Exactly.
That guy's a
He's not a
big
child.
He's
He's
getting annihilated on.
But also, he's also older.
So that was
Like,
on their
what
TikTok.
What are you doing, Don?
He graduated high school in '81.
Right. Like, he's actually, he's
You're holding
clearly-
a sign about a guy's wife.
He's got a
I
gray
know.
beard. Like,
Yeah.
grow the fuck up, bro.
But he probably thought it was going to go viral and be a cool moment. If
And it
you're a
did kinda go
Dustin
viral.
hater. It went viral for the wrong reason.
And then I remember looking at the account. I was like, why is this account still up? And eventually they deactivated it.
Right.
Yeah, as they should, because that's just not cool.
I wish he would have jumped out of that truck.
Oh, me too.
Oh, this is. We got posted. You guys got tagged in this. I got tagged a lot because of when you guys talked about.
Look at my hair.
And by the way, this is a big like soccer.
Is it?
Instagram? Yeah, it's got millions
Look
of
at
followers.
my hair transplant that never took. I need another one. I'm going to Turkey. I want to go to hair of Istanbul.
What about the ones that Donald went to?
That's
That
the hair
seems
of
to be
Istanbul.
weird.
Yeah, that's
Turkey.
in Turkey.
I'm gonna go to. I need
sponsored
a hair
Donald.
transplant.
I love him.
it?
They just
Sounds great,
I'm
yeah.
doing
at
steroids
how-
and I'm getting my hair done.
It looks great. Brian's never going to do it. And every time you see yourself,
No,
like,
I'm
man, look at
gonna
my
do
hair.
it.
I'm like, that's how you look.
I'm going to do
I
that.
have to deal with that twice a week.
That's fucking terrible.
I'll just play.
But I-
You could,
then
you could color it in too.
But I need hair on the sides. It's a losing proposition.
But look at Cowboy. They can do that all.
Yeah.
And I've told you since the day I met you, get a wig, daddy.
You can go. It makes me mad when you say that. So don't say it because it makes me angry. Because my mom says the same thing and it makes me
Get a
angry.
wig. Your mother tells you
My
to
mother,
get a
with all
wig?
seriousness,
Me
goes.
and him, I talked
my
to
mother,
his
with
mom.
all seriousness, she goes, why don't you wear a wig? And I go.
I'm with your mom.
I
on
already
this.
want to kill. I go. So how does that work? How do you just so I should just show up one day with a wig? Is that what I should do? And she goes, well, nobody really. I go. No, everybody would notice.
No, you
And I have
do
to
it
take
like Burt
showers.
Reynolds. You
Yes.
don't get a wig. You get
A weave?
piece
A piece.
that looks
A hairpiece.
very short.
I knew it was a weed.
No,
Everybody
very
would
short.
know. I have
It's very
a.
short, but it's thick,
Yes.
right? Like my penis.
Everybody can go fuck themselves. Just
Well, go to Burt Reynolds. Can you guys go to Burt Reynolds?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I saw him.
No,
in
you know who
person,
does
but
that is Steve Martin. You know,
Martin.
he takes it off. He has the
does?
whole bird's nest.
He does.
No, Brian Urlacher was the best because he was bald his entire career.
Look how bald. But look at Bert right there. Okay, hold on.
On the far right?
Right there, next to the old Bert who looks like he's dying.
Yeah.
Look at yes. That's a piece, bro. Look how short and great that looks.
Yeah.
You don't look like Burt Reynolds, but
Yeah, that's the other
Far
thing.
cry from Burt Reynolds.
Everybody can go fuck themselves, but you're right.
I don't know why you don't do that. Well, it's like Brian Urlacher. He didn't tell anybody. Bald his entire career because his hair was gone. And then just shows up on set of Fox. Full blown
weirdest
hair. And
thing
everyone's like, hey, what the fuck?
That was
He's
the
like,
weirdest
He's
thing
like,
I've
what?
And he looked,
Your hair, dude.
but he also looked great without hair. Brian Urlacher looked fucking
I think you look-
fantastic.
I think you'd look great. You could shave your head.
I'd look good with hair, though. Your hair?
You don't want all this, bro. It's a mess.
God, his hair is thick.
I mean, you don't.
And he doesn't dye it. That's fucking
No,
not.
look at this. I'm getting those grays are coming.
Where?
Look.
You're just a piece
Barely.
of shit, man.
Hey, but if you shaved your head and you and Jimmy Burke hung out, you guys would look like two
Cue balls.
incels.
Two cue balls.
Look like
I think he looks
cue-
better with his head. I think he looks better with his head.
He does. He looks better with his head shaved.
I think that looks cool.
Me too.
But he's also young.
Yeah, but he looks
He has-
great.
It's weird. He was like, "I'll do that, but give me a flat top."
What, was that a hair transplant he got? He got a hair transplant?
I think so,
Looks
yeah.
good on him.
And you go to Chicago. I don't know if you've been recently.
Yeah, I have.
billboards everywhere of
Billboards.
that.
I know.
He
Like
looks
be like
great.
Brian Urlacher.
He looks great.
But he looks
freak
great like
athlete.
that.
Yeah, he is.
His hair
great.
looks stupid, right?
Yeah.
With all respect, he looks ridiculous there.
I mean, I just like him with bald. With a
Oh, he
bald
looked
head.
such a
handsome
badass.
guy, though. Still a handsome fuck.
He's all right.
Yeah, he's a stud.
So yeah, the whole purpose was to play this
yeah.
video clip.
Okay, let me see.
So this, I guess,
This is just fucking up all the names.
yeah, it's just so funny.
Oh, watch
Now
that.
you know Messi, Mbappe, and Niedermeyer
Niedermeyer.
are all teammates in Premier League.
Mbappe.
Mbappe, he won the Golden Boot.
He won the golden
Now
boot.
you know Messi, Mbappe.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's
Hey Chim, will you send that to me?
Wait, this
yeah,
is so
yeah.
funny. Keep going.
Well, it's
Oh,
the
that was-
name
that
of
was
all
a clip. It's short.
consonants.
Niedermeyer.
Oh, it's so
Hey, can you tell Americans don't watch football?
fuck. We didn't know anything.
And I'm wearing an Argentina shirt.
I didn't know what a
I have
golden
no
boot.
fucking clue.
You said gold moon, and I acted like I knew. I was like, golden boot, did he win a gold boot? I
That's
don't
like
know anything.
that's like MVP of the league.
My brother-in-law and my nephews who are phenomenal, like obsessed with soccer. I mean, that's all they watch. They play it, and they were like, they were laughing so hard at us. They were like, "You guys are the biggest
so
fucking
many people
losers."
like, dude.
We got everything wrong. They aren't on the same team. We got it all wrong. We should never talk about fucking soccer.
You know what it was? I heard one person say that like at Starbucks, like they're all on the same time. Like, is that a fact? I come on here, I'm like, you know, they're on the same team.
Now, if you took mushrooms, you'd naturally know how to say those names. It's weird.
Yes.
You know what? Maybe that's what I'm missing. I fucked up fighters' names.
Mbappe.
Khabib, you know, there's Nagomedov. You gotta be careful with that first. The Khabib, I just call him Khabib.
Yeah.
It's not
Now you know if you just call him Habib.
Habib.
Habib. If you just call him Habib or Islam Makhachev, if you just say Habib or Islam, Dana hates that
Look
on the
at me.
podcast. You have to
Look
say
at me.
full
Look,
names.
Really?
look at me. Habib.
Habib.
Nurmagomedov. Nurmagomedov.
We don't even know if that's
Khabib.
Habib.
Nurmagomedov.
Mohamed Mageddo.
Nurmagomedov.
Oh, wow.
Dude, I didn't know you spoke Russian that well.
Yes, I do.
Dude, that's fucking nuts.
It's crazy, yes?
Dude,
It's crazy, yes.
What?
what don't you do?
What don't I do?
What?
This is the last one.
Oh!
I just saw this pop up.
Oh,
It's
what
out,
the
huh?
fuck is this?
Yeah, barring a multiverse shenanigans, Frank Grillo's time in the MCU as Crossbones appears to be done for a long time. However, is the action star prepping to team up with James Gunn and DC Studios? Well, maybe. James Gunn, who I believe is the smartest guy in Hollywood.
Brilliant.
I think he is going to crush it for DC.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy is one of the most talented guys in the business.
He's a freak.
And he's got some ideas that are going to rock the world. So Marvel,
Is DC big? I don't know.
DC's big.
Yeah,
Remy?
DC's big. DC's
I just
massive.
like Brendan's running commentary as you're talking. He goes, no doubt. He's a freak. Brilliant.
No, James Gunn most recently directed Guardians.
Yeah.
Guardians 3.
But wasn't there some issue there? They like voted him off or
Oh,
some
no,
shit?
no.
He got pulled off.
He got pulled off. And this is how...
you know this?
In a rare
Yeah.
occasion, so many people, this guy's beloved, and he's one of the best guys you'll ever meet. The fans and the people who he's worked with said, oh, no, you're not going to get this guy out of here. Bring him back. We want him.
Because what did they try doing to him? Who was it?
It was
like,
another Twitter situation.
Yeah, where
he worked with that company Trauma who did like Toxic Avenger, and it's just
right.
They're kind of known for just being a little grotesque. So he was doing tweets that just weren't. But like from like 2008.
And that fired you from a major motion picture?
Nowadays.
That whole thing.
And the fans said, "Fuck
fans
you."
went crazy.
Well, Guardians of the
So
Galaxy.
did everybody who's worked with him.
Everyone stuck up
Because
for him. Every single person.
this guy is a class act from the bottom.
Didn't they say we're not going to do the movie if he's not
Yeah,
involved?
they all
exactly
they all
right.
pulled out.
I love
Batista,
that.
all
Good.
the
But behind the scenes, they're like, be cool though, right? Hey, you know.
No, he's a superstar, and I'm excited to go work. Oh. I mean, I would be excited.
You heard it first.
Breaking
Breaking
news.
news.
I would.
Frank Grill's the next Batman.
I would.
Next Batman.
Yeah. Batman is a middle-aged Italian guy.
Well, you know they're bringing Michael Keaton back.
Oh, we saw the trailer.
By the
We
way,
went to see
that movie confused
Ant-Man.
me.
Really?
And
Yeah,
we saw
yeah.
the trailer for Batman.
For
and
Flash.
Keaton is
They're bringing Keaton back.
By the way,
Keaton's my
still
Batman.
my favorite.
Yeah.
The best.
Me too.
Still my favorite.
Because he's
The
funny
best.
as shit.
Oh my
Great
God.
stand-up comic, by the way.
When he's not funny
Great
Batman,
actor.
right?
Yeah.
Great actor.
Adam West was funny. But Michael Keaton was the real
Michael
deal.
Keaton was great.
100%.
Nicole Kidman, bring her back.
Yeah.
Halle Berry's Catwoman. Sign me up.
I'm Batman. I'm Batman.
Christian
Bale.
What?
I am the Batman.
Dude,
What? I'm Batman.
hold on.
And you just show up and you go, I'm Batman.
So you're a Jewish, you're a Hasidic
I'm
Jewish
not-
guy who works in the jewelry
Oh, you
district
want
in
me
New
to
York?
be Hasidic Jewish? I said, I'm a Batman.
Spot on.
Dude, I had
do you
no
say?
idea.
What
What
do you say?
characters don't you play?
Well, what are you saying?
I thought you only played heroes.
What are you saying? But what are you saying?
Hire him,
You
dude.
get on shrooms, man. He does shrooms and he does all these accents.
Yes.
Pretty
You didn't have this before.
You don't wrestle. You don't wrestle. You don't wrestle.
I did
You don't wrestle, no?
Okay.
You wrestle.
I do a little bit of
You
wrestling.
don't wrestle. You're high school wrestling.
I did some. Yeah.
You're high school.
I did a little
You
wrestling
still talk
afterwards.
wrestling, but you're high school wrestling.
I did stop in
Shut your
1985
mouth.
formally.
Shut your mouth.
Okay,
Shut your
formally in
mouth.
1985.
Shut your mouth.
We got American then.
This has been
What else
Remy
you got,
Grillo
Chin?
and Frank Grillo, ladies
that
and
it?
gentlemen.
That's it. It's already past 2, so.
Oh, it's already past you. You got to get out of here.
Go get the kids.
Go get the kiddos.
Don't rush.
Guys, this weekend, comic strip, February
weather's gonna be
23,
good. I don't know if you've seen
it's
the winter.
minus 10.
I don't know if you've seen the winter
minus
storm.
10.
Look at your hair. Looks great in sunny
Yep. My hair looks good in that lighting.
Your hair was great.
It looks great. Well, I'll be.
I like how it's just 4 different bakers of you.
I know.
It's so weird.
Comic strip this weekend in Edmonton, Alberta. Almost sold out. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Get your tickets. Then I got Zany's March 2 to 4. And that's in New Orleans.
West Nyack? That's where I'm from.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'll be at Sony Hall, New York, March 11th. One show only. Frank Grillo's opening for me. It's going to be really fun. And then after the show, you can run your fingers through his hair. It's going to be exciting. And then Levity Live.
Come
March
touch the new
16th.
Batman.
That's right. March 16, 17, 18. Levity Live, baby. West Nyack, New York. Minds Fest in Austin, April 15th. Get your tickets.
I love those pictures. Slowly, just your hair, just slowly leaving.
I just
It's
slowly
an
leaving.
evolution of your hair.
Slowly fucking leaving.
Let's see. Thursday, tomorrow night, I'm in Bakersfield. We have 30 tickets left. One show only in Bakersfield, California. That's tomorrow night. Saturday night, Shab and Friends in Pasadena. Trevor Wallace, Adam Ray, Will Burkhart is working as well, and another special guest. Then Brea is March 3rd, one night only, 2 shows. Brea Improv, Brea, California. March 4th is the Fight Companion. We also have Fight Companion this Sunday for Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury. We have some very special guests. Big ass guest is coming up. I'll announce that on my social media. But Brea, you're up March 3rd. And then Oklahoma City, March 9th through 11th. Tacoma, March 23rd through 25th. Tickets at thickboy.com. Love you guys. Frank?
Yes, thank you. Always a pleasure.
Love you guys.
Awesome.